just got scanned for 2K24. What was that process like?
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves, so they won't hurt their field goal percentage. To encourage a nothing-to-lose approach on these plays, many say it's past time that the league only counts the makes in those situations. Kevin, kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Thomas. Stojakovic is out there with Johnson. Then it's Robinson, and it's Martin in at the shooting guard position. And for San Antonio, Anthony is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Miller, and it's Marbury in at the one spot. Here's Miller. You can't get that one. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Johnson, the pass to Thomas. Down low, Robinson, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Robinson, that's good. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Timberwolves at Target Center. And that one's good. McGrady.
A guy with Marbury's vision is not going to miss that one. Sending it right over the top to the shooter.
Here's Thomas, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. McGrady passes to Marbury. And here's Miller outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Robinson kicks to Johnson. It's Thomas on the wing. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
And both free throws good for Thomas. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Marbury. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. McGrady. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
On the wings to Stojakovic. Johnson outside. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Now here's Thomas. He's tightly guarded. And it's blocked by Whiteside. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Stojakovic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now, here's Johnson. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And that one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they shot the basketball.
First team foul.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
That free throw good from Anthony. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 7. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And Whiteside sends it back. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Put that bucket in no time at all. McGrady's got 8.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. Here's Martin. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Outside Anthony. Out to the right wing. Here's Marber. He's guarded by Thomas. McGrady outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 7. Johnson surveying the floor. Outside Thomas. And he makes that one.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Here's Marber. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Deep 2 from Anthony. Thomas grabs the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Martin from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Miller finds Anthony. Here's Marber. Makes it off the glass.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Timberwolves. Taken away. Pushing it up. From the arc. And it's McGrady that time on the assist by Anthony. 11 points in the game.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
High post Johnson. Anthony on him. Johnson's shot is off. Spurs leading by 10. Anthony down low. Covered by Johnson. Miller dishes to Anthony. And it's good for 2. Anthony's got 8.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And the Clippers call time here. We know some teams are stuck in the cycle of we think this is the year, we think we may finally get over the hump, and then the disappointment when it's not.
And Kevin, here is the reality. Winning championships in the NBA is extremely difficult. You can, as a front office, put a roster together on paper and think, okay, we have enough talent to win the championship, and for whatever reason, the pieces don't mesh. And the other part of this, Kevin, is sometimes luck goes into winning. A poorly timed injury, a guy who asks out that totally came out of the blue. There are so many things that go into winning in this league.
Here's Curry with the three. Here's Wallace. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Yeah, great finish off contact. Wallace flexing on these guys.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And there's the pass to Anthony. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
On the wings to Stojakovic. He dishes it to Wallace. Oh, that's blocked. Miller inside. Curry meets him. Miller outside. The dish to Anthony. Back to Miller. Takes the three. And is Leitner with the rebound.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
McGrady against Curry. Pass to Marbury. Miller outside. He doesn't hit that one. To the paint. 3 seconds left, and the layup is up and in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Johnson.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's San Antonio with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And we'll be right back after this.
Please give a big round of applause for your...
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
John Collins is out there with Theo Ratliff. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then it's Johnson. And it's Miller in at the two-guard spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Right side, Martin takes a three. Johnson. And Johnson is right there. Johnson's got 6.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Miller outside. And they recover it. Ratliff kicks to Miller. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Miller's got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Johnson against Thomas. And it's sent back by Ratliff. McGrady outside. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Now, here's Johnson. He has 6.
San Antonio foul. John Collins. First personal foul.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Spurs with some changes. DeRozan's checked in, and it's Fredette in for Miller. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Robinson's checked in. Outside DeRozan. The 3 from Fredette. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Thomas. Now, here is Fredette. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to DeRozan. Trying his luck from deep. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Martin. And it's good from the elbow. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now Fredette. On the wing, DeRozan. Kicks it out to Collins. 4 on the clock. And here's Fredette for 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Johnson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And it's 8 points for Johnson.
You're finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
Fredette with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out to DeRozan. Passes it to Johnson. Over Martin. And Collins now top the key. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Clippers ball.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Stojakovic is checked in. Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking. Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Dallas. Fredette kicks to Johnson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 5 more.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Thomas down low. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Los Angeles with some changes. Curry's checked in for Martin, and it's Robertson in for Isaiah Thomas. Abdul-Jabbar finds Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Abdul-Jabbar. That's now 8 points for Johnson.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Back to Robertson. Outside Stojakovic. Rebound by Johnson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
On the wing, DeRozan. Defended by Stojakovic. Tipped away. The 3 from Anthony. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Clippers ball.
And the Clippers have possession. 6-point game. Outside Robinson. Curry on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Spurs shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For San Antonio, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Tracy McGrady's checked in for the Spurs. Wallace is checked in for Los Angeles. So he gets them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And the Spurs making a change here. Miller's checked in. 1:56 left to play in the first half. Robertson passes to Leitner. Now here's Curry. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Pulled the shot a little off, but the bounce goes his way. Robertson's got his first points of the game. Johnson down low, covered by Robertson, and slam dunk by Johnson.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here's Miller. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Spurs have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. The first free throw is good.
At the line for your Spurs.
Both free throws good for Miller.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Leitner, covered by Anthony. 44 seconds left to play here in the half. Leighton, and again the Clippers good for 2.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Anthony. Back to Miller. And it's Anthony at the elbow. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's McGrady. Traps in the tray. McGrady's got 14.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Inside on the wings to Jakadic. It's deflected, and he stays with it. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was all about San Antonio as the game got going. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a 12-4 run. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was in double digits. In the second quarter, they didn't play quite as well and were outscored, but still were able to head to the locker room up by a solid 9 at the half. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
Well, what I like, the ball never stopped moving, nor did the players. Everyone working in unison, playing for one another. Love to watch this brand of basketball. So excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
Well, don't get me started with their perimeter D. They're standing around flat-footed, not closing down on shooters quickly enough. The result is way too many open threes, and at halftime, the deficit, that couldn't be avoided.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Clippers. They trail by 9 points. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jock Rivers. They've got Robinson. Thomas is out there with Martin. Then there's Stojakovic, and it's Johnson in at the 4. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Stojakovic following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Thomas against Johnson. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game, and both free throws good for Thomas. Spurs leading by 10. Here's Marbury. The pass to Miller. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Kicks it to McGrady. Launches a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Shots good by Stojakovic.
And how about that quick fire release from Stojakovic? Just a tremendous shooter. The D has to get up on him, even as the pass is coming his way.
Now, here is McGrady. He's got 17. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Got a piece of it. Marbury passes to Anthony. That shot off. Some solid defense from Robinson. Thomas kicks to Martin. A three-pointer is right on target. Martin's got 7.
And even if Martin goes through ups and downs in other parts of his game, they can still depend on his three-point shooting. He tends to be very consistent from long range.
Now, here is Miller. 8 points for him. Pass to Marbury. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Marbury's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs. And the Clippers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Anthony sends it back. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Robinson. Thomas gets a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Outside Anthony. It's stolen by Johnson. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. And with the superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Marbury. He has 5. Anthony up on top. He's guarded by Johnson. A shot by McGrady, no good. Clippers trail by 7. Shot from the wing. And Kevin Martin, the bucket on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got his 6th assist on the night.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Martin. Rebound San Antonio. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Anthony's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Stojakovic. Here's Robinson. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Johnson. Good work defensively by Anthony. For San Antonio, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Ratliff's checked in for Whiteside. And then for Los Angeles, Ben Wallace, he's checked in for Robinson. ABC comes in for Stojakovic. And Curry subbed in for Kevin Martin. Miller against Curry. Back to Thomas. There's the triple. That shot, no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Anthony. Puts it up. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Johnson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Cans it from downtown. Thomas got a pair of threes now here in the third for Los Angeles. San Antonio leading by 4. And here is McGrady. And it's Marbury missing. And Curry has it in the corner. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got assist number 8 now on the night.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Here's Marbury. 5 points in the game. Connects from 3-point range. And that's now 18 points for ABC.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Outside Curry. Lays it up off the glass. Curry's got 5 now.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Miller dishes to Ratliff. Passes to Marbury. Miller with a wide open look. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Spurs out in front. They lead by a bucket. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. You're watching 2K Sports. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Hey, Doc, we need a run right here. Come on now. You're right there. You're right there. All right, let's go.
And sensing the need to string together more baskets, Doc Rivers giving his team a little pep talk.
Yeah, he's going after the momentum. I mean, Doc sees an opportunity here for them to put their stamp on this game.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Miller. Anthony is out there with Ratliff. And it's Marbury in at the point guard position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Clippers trail by 4. Stolen. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times. And that's after no turnovers in the first half.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Now here's Robertson. To the middle. Here's Stojakovic. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And the foul called on ABC. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Is checked in.
Coming out of the floor for your Spurs.
Now here's Robertson. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. That one, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
There is no let-up in this man. He is doing everything in his power to keep this game close.
Abdul-Jabbar checked in for Anthony.
Your Spurs, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Clippers trail by 7.
San Antonio foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Love how physical Robinson is, using that size and strength to just put the defense in a difficult spot there.
At the line for 2.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Johnson. Martin with the block. It's stolen by Fredette. To the inside. And then Johnson with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Martin following the bucket by the Spurs. Over Johnson. And it's Martin missing. Johnson against Stojakovic. Johnson, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Misses from short range. Clippers trail by 9 to the paint. Shots good by Stojakovic.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And it's DeRozan missing. It's stolen by Fredette. This is Ratliff. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Now here's Robertson. Johnson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Larry Johnson, 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Thomas checked in for Robertson. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here's Marbury. He's guarded by Thomas. Kicks it out to Johnson. To the wing right side. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off a pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Johnson outside. Now the pass to Marbury. Just 5 on the clock. DeRozan for 3. And David Robinson pulls it down. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Johnson, the pass to Marbury. Outside DeRozan. 3-pointer on the way. David Robinson with the rebound.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul. 15 foul.
And the first one in the line is good. Leitner's checked in for Johnson.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Martin. Spurs leading by 4. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Martin.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And that one falls for Johnson.
At the line for your Spurs.
And Johnson drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Martin. And he makes the first.
At the line for San Antonio, Johnson.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. And the Clippers call time here. Nice game. Great performance by Tracy McGrady.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy's scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
Spurs fans, no reason to gripe when we got the Spurs Hype Squad.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Isaiah Thomas.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Now, here is McGrady, following the miss by Kevin Martin. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Robinson on the wing. Back to Martin. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Stojakovic against Miller. Johnson right side. Outside Anthony for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Martin's got his 6th rebound on the night. Robinson finds Martin. 1:33 left to play in the final quarter. Robinson, that's good.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Now, here is Miller. On the wing, Johnson. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Martin wide open. He fires. Another miss by Martin.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Deep two from Stojakovic. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And that's an intentional foul. Johnson, he's checked in for the Clippers.
14 fouls. Clipper substitution. Larry
Johnson, wide open. He fires. Hits it from three-point range.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Shots good by Miller.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Outside Anthony. Pass to McGrady from past the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Thomas outside. No good. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.